Now, Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Cameron Lampfield.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're almost at the weekend, and really the only change that we've got ahead here is things are just going to get cooler and cooler. We'll likely lose out on our fog some point through the weekend, but for today, that is certainly not the case. What I've got up for you right now is going to be our satellite imagery, and once again, as I tend to do this early, we've got it tuned into just the water vapor channel because that's what shows things off the best, and that's why it's just blue and yellow. So yellow's dry, blue is wet. Now, what's going on for today? Well, take a look right here. This shape there, with this little wrapping motion in that orange zone, is a cold front. It's a really dry cold front and a pretty weak one, but that is still coming in for today, and that's our main weather maker. That's going to be just slightly mixing things up a little bit. Likely it's just going to cut off the back half of our fog for today, but it's not quite strong enough to break that inversion that we've got over our valley. Additionally, it's helping to bring some fog out over the coast today too, since it's switching the wind directions. But let's look at it on the Stormcast here. As the cold front arrives, we'll see more high-level clouds and essentially overcast everywhere. So if you don't have fog right now, you can count on a pretty gloomy day nonetheless, because this cold front's going to be swinging on in here. You can see as we get into 9:30, it's starting to impact us, and we see the clouds associated with it too. Here, watch this. I'll click forward one more time, but pay attention up towards the north. You can see that sort of wave coming in by 2:30, and that's going to be our high cloud coverage. But we're likely going to see just locked down fog over most of the valley for the entire day. Pretty much the only place that's going to be seeing any of this overcast is the highest elevation. So out over the mountains, you'll see that. Likely we'll still have fog out over the coast by the time that passes by. And into 6 o'clock, it actually protects us from more fog forming tonight. Likely we'll see fog tomorrow morning, but it's not going to be as strong since we have these clouds overhead before we start to cool off a ton tomorrow morning. Speaking of fog right now, though, we're at about a half to an eighth an inch mile visibility everywhere except for Newport and Florence, where they're getting skipped by the fog right now. But I do think you could see some moving towards Newport in the next couple hours here. Moving into the 7-day forecast, we've got very little going on except for some heavy cooling moving into the weekend. 54 today on the coast, down to 48 for the high Saturday, and we'll be seeing 30-degree mornings out there for the next 3 days. Umpqua Basin at 45 for today. We'll see 42 tomorrow, then down to 40 for the high Sunday. Check out the low, though, 25 between Sunday and Monday. Speaking of low lows, look at the Cascade Passes between Sunday and Monday. Just 8 degrees. Sunny all the way through, though. Willamette Valley looking at 42 for today and only getting into the high 30s as we move into Sunday and Monday. It's going to get cold out there. Frost nearly every morning starting Sunday.